I think if the main Rare team made this at a 64, probably would have had lived in a time where Rare was relevant again. You think? I think Rare's problem is that, like, they were bought and mishandled by Microsoft. Like, Microsoft now, I hope they realize anyways that they've squandered the purchase of Rare by not having them make good games. What sucks is that Rare's biggest titles were also like the copyrights. Oops, the copyrights are owned by Nintendo. So, you know, in order to get one over Nintendo by buying Rare, it's like, okay, but you know, you can't make your most popular IP like what people know you for, really. Like, you know, it's mean to say that. Like, ooh, they made Killer Instinct, but Killer Instinct 2013 was not that good in my opinion. Call me a Debbie Downer, a Doomer, or whatever. But, oh shit. But KI 2013 was, like, it was a modern video game for sure, but I don't play Killer Instinct because it's modern. I play Killer Instinct because it has a unique feel to it. You're right, I guess Banjo was not a Nintendo-owned property. Like, I know that Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are also pretty popular by them, but I was not into the Banjo-Kazooie series personally. I was not a huge fan of them. Oh, come on, man. Oh, God, please don't fall. This shit is gonna be whack, I tell you. The platforming mechanics aren't good enough in this game to warrant you giving me really hard platforming challenges like this. But yeah, you're right. I guess Banjo-Kazooie is not a Nintendo property, but like, I didn't like it, so I know I didn't include it. But like, for me, Rare, like the original Donkey Kong games were like completely different. They were what they were, and yes, the characters owned by Shigeru Miyamoto. But what Rare did by making it into a platform, I think was really cool. And I like it a lot. Is there anything over here? No. Oh, the slowdown. But like, yeah, Microsoft didn't know how to handle what Rare could do. And I think a lot of like the original programmers and developers didn't like being acquisitioned by Microsoft, so a lot of them left. And then they made Yooka-Laylee, and a lot of the Yooka-Laylee kind of got shit on. It wasn't well received. The one that's more like a traditional old school 2D platformer I've heard is actually really good. I haven't played it myself, but there's one that's like an old school platformer that I've heard is Oh, that's so nice of you. But yeah, it's probably closer to like, feels like DKC, and like the original DKC team worked on it. Like C. Sutherland, David Weiss even composed music for it. So did Grant Kirkhope, but David Weiss composed music for the Yooka-Laylee games, apparently. But it was kind of met with disdain when it came out, I feel. The one that was like a 3D one. Because it was too much like Banjo-Kazooie. And now it's kind of cool again to make retro style games like, you know, like Nintendo proved like, okay, well, we can do it. We can make Donkey Kong Country Returns. And it was pretty good for what it was. You know, it was good for what it was. But it was definitely, you could tell it wasn't Rare that made it. What is this for? Oh, probably for that bird right there. Okay, so I have not found a single secret in this game. I think this is Cascade Capers, yes? At least that's what the name of the level was. The music for the level. Barrel Drop Bounce. Let's find out where those secrets are, shall we? Barrel Drop Bounce. Barrel Drop Bounce. Here we go. Bonus levels. Collect 15 bananas. First bonus barrel is found northeast of the pair of barrels going down the waterfall near the letter K. Northeast, huh? Okay. It looks like DKC, but it doesn't feel like DKC. The ukulele game? I mean, if I could, like, I'd be down to try it. Because, you know, I want to support these developers from, you know, they pretty much gave me a world to escape in, so... Wait a minute, they said northeast, right? From the K? This is all I found northeast of here, was the DK coin. So they said 2 barrels dropping down by the letter K. And they said northeast, yeah? Because my friend told me, my best friend from college told me that, okay, this looks like it's a death trap. Let's not fall down there. That the ukulele 2D platformer was actually pretty good, and the music was pretty good, and that it felt like DKC. So I'll have to check it out and give my own personal opinion on it. If it's a... Oh, don't you bite me, you son of a bitch. If it's a decently affordable, or I'll wait for it to... If I woke up to an announcement of them buying Rare from Microsoft, I'm pretty sure Microsoft would never sell them. Would never sell Rare at this point, just out of spite. And Nintendo's too proud to buy other companies. Nintendo's a very... It's a very Japanese company. Their views on copyright are like really weird, and they are very selective and protective of their properties, and I'd be willing to wager that they're not into... They keep their business like 100%. Like, what's that word? Oh, you little bitch. They keep their shit like 100% like locally owned. I think it's even like that in America, too. Don't you fucking... Okay, so northeast. Northeast. Come on, man. So it's not this way. Because Nintendo laughed at their acquisition proposal? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. They looked ridiculous wanting to buy Nintendo. I mean... That dude clearly didn't expect those emails to be leaked like that, so... You have to take what that dude says with a grain of salt, you know? Or, you know, it's just him kind of like spitballing and shooting. Oh, right, I made it over here to the halfway point. He's just shooting ideas from the hip. But yes, Nintendo, you know, oh, fucking little bitch. I didn't know that they turn around. I thought it was gonna fall off. But, you know, I can see that they definitely want to become a video game monopoly. Which is not a good thing, because you need diverse ideas and shit like that. But those Japanese countries, like... Sony and Nintendo will never, like, sell to an American company. Oh, there it is. There it is. I see it. Okay. Yeah, what were they thinking? It was just Phil Spencer thinking that his emails weren't going to get leaked, I'm pretty sure. But, I don't think that Nintendo would ever buy another company. If they don't make it themselves, they probably, like, aren't, like, interested. Even though they didn't make DKC themselves. Probably because they didn't want to. They probably felt like they needed it. It's like, you know, Nintendo will never buy Capcom, even though Nintendo uses them to make a lot of games, too. We better watch out. If Microsoft gives Capcom enough money, they might acquire Capcom, too. Ooh, that's a big old long message there. Give me a second, dude. Thinking that Microsoft that their IPs aren't memorable in the same light. Not to say Halo wasn't popular, but I never knew who Master Chief was, and even those who don't play Nintendo games know who Mario is. Well, Nintendo has the advantage of getting to the party early. And single-handedly saving the video game market with Mario Brothers. Like, Mario is a very, very special case. And, like, Halo revolutionized, like, first-person shooters. And people who are fans of Halo know who Master Chief is. I think a lot of people would know who Master Chief was, maybe. Like, maybe not as many who know Mario. But that's because Halo is not a kid's game. Like, everybody knows who Mario is because Nintendo is super family-friendly, and they, like, guard that family-friendly image very, very, very strictly because they want their games to appeal to every age so that every age can buy their shit. Microsoft is cool with being like, oh yeah, we're the preferred company of angsty teenagers and edgelords. But if Master Chief was a cuter, like, cutesy, you know... I don't know, would you say a lot of people know who Samus Aran is? Probably not, right? But I think, like, Samus is, like, Nintendo's version of Master Chief. Fans of Metroid know who Samus is. And her games aren't necessarily, like, kid-friendly because it has, like, animated violence and guns and stuff. Uh-oh. But, like, Mario, like, he was a very, like, special case, like I said, just because Mario Brothers single-handedly... Is there something over there? Like, saved video games from becoming just a novelty item in the 80s and late 70s. And again, everybody knows who Mario is. I think... do you think a decent number of people also know who Link is? Because, like I'm saying, Nintendo IPs are well known because they're really good. That's Nintendo's ace in the hole, is that you can trust them to make a good game. Regardless of their shitty business practices, they are known for releasing a polished, finished product. But, like... That's another thing. I just think, like, one, they had the advantage of getting to the party early. What do we got over here? Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay. I guess I just accidentally found it. Unless this is a different one. This is the same one I was just in, right? Yeah. Okay, let me see where this second one is. Find the coin. After the letter N, there's a large waterfall to the right. With Dixie in the lead, she must jump into the air and use her helicopter to reach a barrel sliding down. Okay, so after the letter N. Got it. That's a little ways in. That's a little ways in, methinks. Boyos. And even that, like I said, like Microsoft... Uh-oh. As a kid, I knew who Leon Kennedy and Claire were. It's just that the characters are more personality, but one could argue the Master Chief is like Link, who lacks in personality at times. Right, well, yeah, Link isn't really about personality. He's about, one, the look, the blonde-haired elf boy, He's about his look, and his games are just excellent. Usually, I'm not a fan. I'm gonna get lynched for this, but I'm not a fan of. I haven't played him, so I can't really say for sure. But I'm not a fan of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not interested in playing like The Elder Scrolls, Legend of Zelda. I like my old school, like Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past. As formulaic as those games are, those are just my jam. Maybe if I played them, I might enjoy them. It's just that I've been so financially tight with my money that I have not like used it to buy anything that I've deemed unnecessary. Oh, kiss my butt, bitch. Pardon my French. But I like Ocarina of Time. I like... Oh, would you please stop with this crap, man? The hit detection on these things are terrible. Like, just awful. It's an awful, awful time, man. Just terrible. You know what it reminds me of? What? Is this where the end was, or I think it's... Oh, you little bitch. Get out me way. Okay, it was over here. You ever played Ice Climbers or Mario Brothers? You talking about like the old school one from '85? Okay, come on, dude. Okay, where am I? Okay, I know where I am. Very briefly, I never beat Mario Brothers just because, like... You want to talk about antiquated platforming mechanics, Mario Brothers has some pretty antiquated ones. So I never really finished Mario Brothers original. Super Mario Brothers, I mean. Oh, would you... Ay, ay, ay. There's such a delay between you pushing the jump button and it actually going off. Like I said, man... Oh, okay, the barrel just decided not to load in. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Like, graphically, this game is beautiful. It's just that I think because it's so graphically intensive, everything kind of lags a bit. And, oh my god, she's a little slippery on her jump mechanics. Whenever she lands, I have to do this over. Because I've already fallen too down far to the bottom. And those, if you jump towards a ledge, you can clip through it. You'd think you would hit it, but you don't. Like I said, man, these mechanics are not as solid as they are in 2 and 3. Okay, it didn't load in. I'm gonna have to wait again. Like, the platforming mechanics from 2 and 3 are superior. Like, I'm noticing that I'm getting further and further away from the center of the barrel every time I'm performing this. And the further away from the center I get, the harder it is for me to do those stupid snap jumps that they're wanting me to do. It's just terrible. I don't like the jumping mechanics in 3. To be fair, they never threw these vertical barrels at you. I mean... Sure, I guess. That doesn't change how the platforming mechanics feel, though. They've had other kinds of platforms where we're going up and down and disappearing off screen and stuff like that. Like, they didn't have to be barrels. They could have made them the rebars like they were in like every other game. Making them barrels probably means the hitbox is weird. At least on a, like, plank, you know what the hitbox is and should be. I'm not denying that. I'm saying that they never burdened us with it. Oh, okay. Because it kind of felt like you were making a comparison to like, oh yeah, well if they threw this, you know, it just seemed that way. But if that's not what you meant, then I'll say okay. They have the A there. In case you've managed to get this far and not had to use Squitter, I guess. But yeah, making the decision to... let's wait for this to... Making the decision to, like, make the platforms barrels is a little whack, I'm not gonna lie. Uh-oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Uh-oh, don't you hit me. Oh, joy. Okay, come on, dude. Like, do I think the idea of this level is cool? Sure. Practice, it's just tedious. Hey, I saw something over here. Oh, it's just a bunch of bananas, huh? It's like, instead of me enjoying my time, now I have to be like, oh, okay, let me just jump out of the way so this dude doesn't hit me.